Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Will from WC Review. I hope you're all doing well on this beautiful Sunday. I'm going to do a weird one today. It sort of struck me, and I think that I hope that it'll be interesting to some new viewers. I know we talk about folding knives all the time. I happen to love knives, and in addition to my folding knife collection, I've developed and accrued quite an extensive fixed blade collection. So I'm going to share that with you today. It's going to be a long one, so feel free to skip around. But I'm just going to go in no order and no order of preference or anything. I've just tried to pull together all of the fixed blades that I can. There might be a couple that are missed, but we'll get all the heavy hitters, right? So let's start off with this one. The Boker BK2 by K-Bar. This is a knife that I had long before I was a lover. I mean, I was always a lover of knives, but before I was a collector, that's the right way to say it. So this just is a knife that I always loved. It came with black plastic handles on it, and my brother actually got me this knife, and he said, you got to get these handles. It's an extra $50. So at the time, I said, let's do it. And it turned out to be a great decision. These are just micarta handles, but they make the knife. It looks a lot shittier with the black stock handles on it. But what a knife. 1/4 inch stock. It doesn't say. I'm not sure. It's probably 1095. That's what Topps uses. But a great fixed blade knife. I love it. I got to keep moving. Another thing I love about this is the sheath. It ain't going anywhere in that sheath. And it's got a soft top and a rigid bottom. Great knife. Again, this is going to be a long one, so I'll keep moving. Here is a real odd one that is another one that I do love, and I do actually carry this. And it's called the, I'm not going to get it. It's a Boker, the Arbolito, but there's a name for it, and I can't think of it. Forgive me. And I'm not going to waste time trying because, again, we're going to go long here. But it's made to carry scout style, and I'll type it in later when I post it. But check out the uniqueness of this knife. Look at that. It's got like a 2-inch blade on it, and it's got like the Cocobolo wood handle. It's got a really nice stock, blade stock on it. I believe it's N690 steel, if that means anything. But you could see all of my knives are pristine and barely used. But what a great fixed blade. This is just a wonderful knife to have on your hip at any given time. And I've worn and carried this a lot. This is a great knife. I'm trying to think. I'm so sorry. I can't think of the name, but fuck it for now. Here's another special one. My buddy Scab, the Work Tough Gear. I can't think of this one either, but let's just keep going. It's a Work Tough Gear knife, and my buddy Scab gifted this to me. Hold on a second. I can't. Hold on. I apologize. I'm using my magnifying glass. The Kitsune S. I'm sorry. Kitsune, because it's important if you guys like the knife and you want to look it up. The Kitsunes S. The Kitsune S. Another knife that I do carry. I just pocket it. I don't belt it. But a great little, it's kind of a good EDC knife and good sheath as well. Work Tough Gear. I have another Work Tough Gear that Scab inspired me, and this is the Nymph. I like this one actually even better. Sorry, Scab, but this one I like even better. It's really kind of a bare bones knife, but the blade is awesome, and you can actually see there's marks on it. I actually use this knife, but another great knife. Great price. It's like $150 for this knife, but I carry this all the time. It fits right into my pocket. Love it. Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. This is well, I'm drawing so many blanks, but the Dvalin, I'm sorry. I actually put my buddy Aaron told me about this clip, and I finally found a use for it. Thick little mother. I love this. It's by Boker, but it's really the Dvalin. They make a folder in this too, and they also make a tanto in this. It's a fun knife, and It's very easy to carry. It pops right in your pocket, and now I've even got a little pocket clip on it. So, love that one too. We've all seen this. I won't spend much time on it, but another sick knife, the Medford The Deep. .26 blade stock, SV90. Just a bad motherfucker. Great, great knife. It's made to be a dive knife, hence The Deep. But I know my brother wants this knife badly. I'm going to have to wind up getting him one. But it's not a knife you just go out and buy. It's rather expensive. But I love this knife. I don't carry it. So here's another one of the knives that started it all. And it was this one that started it all. By Tops, the Operator 7. Check this fucking thing out, guys. Right? I mean, you can't even, you can look at it and you say, wow, is that the blade? That is the blade. Wait until you see this thing. First of all, look at the badness. And this is the blackout edition, as you can obviously tell. Made in the USA, but it's got a .31 blade stock, 301 thousandths. But as far as fitting in your hand, it's 1095 steel. I know one of the things that Tops is famous for is their heat treat. So if that's impressive to you, check this knife out. It is a little bit big. However, it's got the recurve on it. It's got the choil you can cut up. If you're going camping, this is a really good knife, in my opinion, to bring with you. But I never go camping. This is a non-New York knife, so it really kind of sits. But I loved it so much that I wound up getting another one. Sorry for hitting the camera. This is the Acid Rain, the sheath. Now, that was a free hanging. This is the dangle sheath. The other one was it just had a clip here and clipped onto your belt. But the sheath on these is incredible. This is the Acid Rain edition. And again, they're all brand new. But listen to this thing hit home. Ready? I mean, it no rattle, no nothing. It ain't going anywhere. And I've been corrected on this. I called it gold. Also has the dangled sheath. Midnight Bronze is the correct. Did I do it backwards? I'm so fucking stupid. I just showed you the Midnight Bronze. They're very hard in my lighting to tell them apart. Forgive me. This is the Acid Rain. I'm sorry. This is the Acid Rain. I'm 7 minutes in, or I would start the video over. And this is the Midnight Bronze. It's hard to tell. It really is in the lighting. And I'm looking through my camera eye on my phone. So this is the Midnight Bronze. The other one is the Acid Rain. I really screwed that up. Here's one that's just a no-name knife that Satu Dave did a regrind for me. It's Damascus. I just like the look of the knife. And I still do. Never carry it. Great little knife. If anybody has interest in any of these, let me know. I'm open to trading. I really don't want cash. I'd rather trade knives. Here's another one I would trade. This is the Fox knives. It's a tracker. It's got a really cool sheath. It's got the Molly capable straps on it. Could go right onto your rig. And it's called the Meskwaki Tracker. Go ahead and spell that, but it's just too big for me. And when I say it's a well-made knife, this thing is a clunker. It's not that heavy. I mean clunker by when it opens like a Medford. You can like feel it clunk into place. Very, very well made, brand new knife. If you're interested in a trade, I would trade this. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people don't like backlocks, but it is a backlock. But a lot of fun. Moving along. Here is a little Schrade. Similar to the Dvalin, but it's really kind of a no-name little, keep it in your car sticker. Just fun. Here's another no-name knife that Dave did a regrind for me. My brother turned me on to this knife. I thought it was cool looking. It had like a black coating on it. Dave did a regrind that made the knife worthy. This was all black at one time, and it had some funky, like 5 different bevels on the top. Dave just put a swedge on the top and made it a knife worth carrying. It does have a nice feel in the hand, and the weight has been reduced considerably by what Dave did. So Dave made this knife worth carrying, and I do, once in a blue moon, carry this knife. This is another no name, just a Mameluke. Never carry it. Pretty nice knife. It's a Chinese knife. Never gets carried. Again, well, if anybody sees any of these knives that they like, just mention it to me. Maybe we can work something out. This is a great knife. The Lion Steel M3. This knife I do carry. I love this knife. This ain't for sale. I love this knife. N690. Light, olive wood handle. Feels great in the hand. It's got a beautiful crowned blade on it. Lion Steel M3. Another favorite. Topps Steel Eagle 105E Echo. Just sweet. Talk about fitting in the hand. 1095 steel. Brand new. Never ever used. Love this knife, though. This one I really like. I wanted it for a while. Steel Eagle 105. It's got the same handle as the Steel Eagle 107 with the shortened 5-inch blade on it. A great knife. This is a special knife because I have an attention to detail knife that I had gotten from Steve Clare. And Steve was so awesome that he had this and felt that they should go together. So he gifted me this knife. This is another knife that I do carry. I will never part with this knife for sentimental reasons. But it's attention to detail, S30V. And it's got a serial number of 1 on it. And the knife I have is 2. And they're both, they are sequential and they go together. So just a sweet knife. Fits great in hand. I love the way it looks. I love the knife. And I love the fact that Steve thought enough to gift it to me. So I'll never get rid of that one. I could go on about 20 more knives. So here's another, a Smoky Mountain Knife catalog special. This is a great knife. It comes with a sharpening stone and a ferro rod. It was like $35, and it's as good as any $150 knife that I have. It's like the Schrade S36. Hold on a second. The SCHF36. That's the model number. $35. It's got this vulcanized rubber handle. Great knife. That I never carry. But if you want a fixed blade and you have a limited budget, it's a fun knife and it's a really great knife. Schrade. Let's see. This is the Gil Hibben. This is actually a cool knife. Another knife I never carry. What is this called? The Sidewinder? This is more of like a show knife. But if you ever wanted to use it, it certainly is usable. And I will tell you another thing, super comfortable in the hand. Gil Hibben is, more of like a novelty knife guy now, but he's also a real knife maker and makes some real good stuff if you like him. Here is its brother. I believe this is the Sidewinder, and there's a name for that one that I just can't think of. But it comes in a really beautiful sheath. It's a very similar knife. It's got a bigger thumb ramp here, just as shiny, and it's got a lighter wood handle. But the way they feel in hand, there are a few knives that feel better. This feels just like the Medford TFF1. It fits that comfortably. Fun knife. What else do I got? That's really the bulk of it. Oh, I got this free for buying some cold steel stuff from DLT Trading. It's like a $30 knife. It's a little, a little sticker. Keep it in your boot. But it's fun. Kyoto 2. If you look at it, it's listed for like $25, $30. I got it as a freebie. Nice. And this is a Smith & Wesson. I've had this again. I've probably had this knife for 20 years. A boot knife. Again, just good for nothing but sticking. But this has had some use over the years, too. And I've never stuck anybody with it. But I've used it. When I had a bike, a Harley I used to ride. I used to carry this with me all the time. And it did get some use. Fun knife. All right, we're at 15 minutes. If you're still here, God bless you. And thank you all. And I'm sure I left something out. But for now, that's it. Have a great day. And say hello to Lorenzo for me. Bye, guys.